Hello everyone, good morning. Last class we have discussed about the combination of the resistance, series combination, parallel combination of the resistance, and we have also discussed some problem also. Today we also going to discuss some numerical based on the resistance. Okay. Simple questions we will discuss, then after we will go to depth. In series combination, suppose resistance R1 and R2 are there. R1 and R2 are the resistance. Then in series combination, effective resistance will be R equals to R1 plus R2, that you know. Okay. In parallel, 1 by R P is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, or we can write it is R1 R2 LCM R1 plus R2. Now 1 by RP, RP means resistance is parallel. This once again R1 plus R2 by R1 R2. So RP is equals to R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2, right. So in series combination, the effective resistance will be sum of these resistances R1 and R2, and in parallel combination it will be like this, product of the two resistance divided by addition of two resistance, sum of the resistance. Okay. So let us practice some. Suppose a diagram is there, I am repeating once again. The wire, there is a wire bent into form of a circle. I current is passing through A to B. Current I is passing from A to B, and you have to calculate the resistance, effective resistance of the wire. So the diagram will be this diagram. Let it be like this. It will come like this. Terminal A and B like this. This is your 2R. This is also 2R. The schematic diagram of this figure will be like this. And now these 2R and 2R are in parallel. So the effective resistance we can calculate, that 1 by R effective, or I can say parallel, RP is equals to 1 by 2R plus 1 by 2R. 2R will be LCM. This is what? 2. How much it will come? 2R. This is how much? 2 by 2. This is 1 by RP. Therefore, RP is equals to 2R by 2. 2 cancel. So effective resistance in the parallel condition of this case, it is your R. So R is the answer for this. So next, you understood? Okay. Next question is, a diagram is given. Suppose you have to calculate the resistance of the letter between the two ends of the legs. Let me draw the diagram. Draw the diagram with me. This is the diagram. give the name A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, and resistance are given R1, R2, R3, R4, like that. R1, R2, R3, R4. So, question is given, a letter A consists of a uniform wire of resistance 1 ohm per centimeter. The side of the letter are each of 20 centimeter long, each of 20 centimeter long, and the cross section is middle of 10 centimeter long, while the approximate angle is 60 degree. Find out this one. So, here what happened, AB, BC, CD, DE all are 10 centimeter. AB, BC, CD, D all are 10 centimeter. So, AB equal to BC equal to CD, please write down. AB is equal to BC is equal to CD equal to D. A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E all are 10 centimeter given, all are 10 centimeter. Okay, note it. And R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. This is R5, all are same. R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R3 is equals to R4 is equals to R5, all are 10 ohm. Once again you write down. So, R1 equals to R2 equals to R3 equals to R4 equals to R5 equals to how much given? 10 ohm is given, 10 omega or 10 ohm. Now, R2 and R3, you see here R2 and R3, this resistance, what? They are in series. So, you have to add it, okay, in series combination. Then R5 will be what? Parallel with that. Effective resistance of the R2, R3 will be parallel to R5. Then R1 and this effective resistance, okay, and R4 will be in series. Okay, add it. So, we can add it. Now, BC and CD are in series. That is why effective resistance R1, suppose R dash equals to R2 plus R3. R2 plus R3, how much it is? Each are 10 ohm. This is 10, this is 10. How much it will come? 10 ohm plus 10 ohm. This is 20 ohm. Okay. Now, it will be parallel with R5. So, R double dash 1 by R double dash equals to 1 by 20 plus 1 by 10. How much? 20 LCM. This is 1 plus 2. 1 by R double dash equals to. So, R double dash equals to 20 by 3. 20 by 3 ohm. Now, the diagram came, that is 20 by 3 ohm came. Right. So, R1 is how much? 10 ohm. This total effective resistance, how much I got? 20 by 3. You got it? Now, what happened? It is also 10 ohm. So, let us write down effective resistance from A to E. A to E. Now, effective resistance from A to E is how much? This is now 10 ohm plus this 20 by 3 plus 10 ohm. Calculate it. How much will come? 30 plus 20 plus 30 by 3. Right? 30, 30, 60, 80 by 3. How much will come? 80 by 3 ohm. Eighty by 3 means how much? In decimal, calculate. 26.67. 26.67 ohm approximately. Okay. So in this diagram, all are connected here. B, C and CD are in parallel, a series, and effect resistance of this series combination again parallel with this, like again 1 R1 and this effect resistance plus this R4 would be in series. Then we have added here. Okay. Next, one more question. Next question is a set of sorry, a set of n identical resistor, each of resistance 2 R ohm, when connected in series have an effective resistance of x ohm. When the resistors are connected in parallel, their effective resistance is y ohm. Find the product of x and y. Question is, a set of n identical resistors are there. N identical resistors. So a set of n identical resistors are there. That means n number of identical resistors, R1, R2, R3, R4, Rn, all are same. R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R3 is equals to R4, like this. N series, suppose for the example, this is the resistors 1, 2, 3, and so on. So this is R1, this is R2, this is R3, and so on. Identical resistors are there. How many terms? N times. N times. Okay. Then his question is the set of n identical resistors, each of resistance R ohm is there. So x is equals to, so that is x is equals to, I can write R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus Rn. Yes or no? If all resistance are identical, so R1 plus R2 plus R3 and these are all same. So if it is R1 is equals to R2 is equal to R3, all are same. So what I will write? R plus R plus n times. How much time? N times. N times suppose. So how much I will write? R plus R plus R plus R n terms. That equal to n into R or not? Are yes or no?
Yes, sir.
N into R. So x equals to n into R I got. Question is given, x value is this one. And effective resistance the parallel, y is equals to y. So similarly, y is equals to how much? Effective resistance of the parallel combination. Parallel combination is what? 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So 1 by y is equals to, I can write 1 by y is equals to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus similarly n times. N times suppose. This is also n times. Well, n by R.
Yes, sir.
How much time? N by R times. So we can write this is equals to n by R. Okay. So 1 by y is equals to, I can write n by R or not? 1 by R plus 1 by R plus n times. This will be n by R. So y is equal to how much then? Therefore y is equals to R by n. R by n. So I got x is equals to nr, y is equals to R by n. Okay. So question is you have to find out the product of, question is you have to find out the product of x and y. Okay. So here product of x and y we can write product of x and y. So x equals to how much? X equal to nr, y is equal to how much? R by n. So x and y product is equals to nr into R by n. Okay. And then cancel. How much I will get? Xy is equals to R square. This is the answer. Xy is equals to R square. Next question. Okay. You note it? Understood or not? So n identical resistors are given in series combination. that effective resistance is X. So R1 plus R2 plus R3 dot 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 Rn. So each are equal, identical. R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3 is equal to Rn. So this is R plus R plus R plus up to n times. So how much it will get? X equal to Nr. Similarly, for the parallel combination also we can write here. So 1 by Y is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R dot 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 n times. So how much you will get? 1 by Y is equal to N by R. Okay. Then Y is equals to R by N. Y is equal to R by N. So here you have to calculate what? Product of X and Y. Effective resistance of the series combination, effective resistance of the parallel combination. So X into Y, X into Y, X value I got, how much I got? Nr. Y value R by N. So Nr into R by N is equal to R square. Okay, very important question. Next one more good question. Next question is, a parallel combination of 3 resistors takes a current of 7.5 ampere from a 30 volt supply. If the 2 resistors are 10 ohm and 12 ohm, find out the third one. Okay. Question is, a parallel combination of 3 resistors. Okay. Parallel combination of 3 resistors, diagram, do it. One resistor, this resistor, suppose this one, diagram will be like this. I can do by square form also. This is R1, R2, R3, this is the potential V, I current is passing through it, and I current. So again question is that a parallel combination of 3 resistors takes a current of 7.5 ampere. So what is the value of I? 7.5 ampere of current. Okay, and 30 volt supply. If the 2 resistors are 10 and 12 ohm, 30 volt, how much? V is equals to 30 volt, and 2 ohm is, that is 10 ohm, and this is 20 ohm. So you have to calculate the R3 out of 3. So what you have to do? R1 is given, R2 is given, R3 you have to calculate, current I is given, voltage V is given. So according to Ohm's law, V is equals to I, V is equals to IR. So R is equals to V by I. So let us calculate. According to Ohm's law, here V is equals to IR, that we know from Ohm's law. So R is equals to V by I, R is equals to V by I. So here R parallel, okay, R parallel is equal to what? R parallel is equals to, so it is a parallel combination, that's why I am writing R parallel. Okay, R parallel is equal to voltage, how much? V is equal to 30 volt, 30 volt, and current is 7.5 ampere. How much it is? 300 divided by 75. Please calculate it. How much you will get? 25, 3 is 300 by 75. Calculate how much it is coming. 4. Are 75 4 ja? So this is 4 ohm. 4 ohm I got. So resistance in parallel I got 4 ohm. Okay. So this total is what? Parallel combination. So current is given, voltage is given. So resistance what should be? I got here resistance parallel is equal to V by I. So 30 volt is given, current is 7.5 ampere is given. So that is 300 by 75, that is 4 ohm. So after getting this effective resistance, how much resistance I should get? 4 ohm I should get. Okay, so I can use this now, 4 ohm resistance. So 1 by R is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So by using this we can calculate. Now this Rp is equals to what? 1 by 4. Rp is equal to 4. That is 1 by Rp is equal to how much I will get? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. R1 is given, R2 is given. What you have to calculate? R3 you have to calculate. This is unknown. Okay. So 1 by 4 is equals to Rp is equal to how much? 4 ohm. Effective resistance all parallel combination I have already got it, 4 ohm. 1 by how much? 10 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by R3. This is R3. Now 1 by 4 is equals to, you add it, 1 by 10, how much? How much I will get? This is 20, this is 2 plus 1 plus 1 by R3. So 3 by 20 plus 1 by R3, that is 1 by 4, sorry, 1 by 4. So 1 by R3 is equals to 1 by 4 minus 3 by 20, right? So 20 and 4 LCM, 20, 20, this is 20, so this is 5 minus 3, that is 2 by 20. So R3 is equal to how much then? 20 by 2, this is 10 ohm. So R3, how much I got? 10 ohm I got. So here I got 10 ohm once again I got. You understood or not? So when I got this resistance as total, that is effective resistance for R1, R2, R3 by using this current and voltage, by using the current as voltage, I got this R3, Rp, and I have used this formula for this. This is also a very good example for this. Next question we will discuss. Okay. The practice up to this, next class we will discuss rest of the things. Capacitance formula we will do it. ମୁଁ ଗୁଡ୍ ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ କହିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଖାଲି ତା ମୁହଁକୁ ମନଉଛି, ମାନେ ସେ ପୁରା ଏକଦମ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଭାବରେ ଅନେଇଛି। ଓକେ, ଗୁଡ୍ ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଟୁ ଅଲ୍। Today we will discuss a new chapter, that is heating effect of the current. Okay. Heating effect of current. You see, whenever current is passing through the conductor, suppose this is a wire or conductor, current is allowed to pass through, AB is a conductor, I amount of current is passing through this. If I amount of current is passing through this, then different result will come. What potential difference will gain? When current is passing through the appliances, through the bulb or whatever may be, so some amount of energy get dissipated. Amount of energy get dissipated. You know, energy converted from one form to another form according to law of conservation of energy. Energy neither can be created nor can be destroyed. It only converted from one form to another form. Here, electrical energy transferred through the conductor. Then 100% of this electrical energy are not converted. So some form of the energy get dissipated in the form of heat. In the form of heat, in this case, through this conductor, if I amount of current is passing through, that the total electrical energy is not converted. Some part of the, some portion of the, some fraction of the electrical energy is dissipated, and that dissipated form of energy is called as heat energy in the form of heat. So here we will discuss that heating effect of the electric current through a conductor. So you must know about that the phenomena of production of the heat in the resistor by the flow of the electric current in the conductor is called as heating effect of the current. So how do you write? The phenomena of heating effect of the current is the phenomena of production of heat, in the resistor when current is passing through it. Current is passing through it. So, if heat is produced when the current is passing through the conductor, then that phenomena of production of heat in the resistor when the current is passing through it is called as what? Heating effect of the current. Once again I am repeating, then suppose this is a conductor, AB is a conductor and current is passing through it. Current is passing through it. I amount of current is suppose passing through it, then the total amount of electrical energy is not converted into its the desired form. So, some amount of energy get dissipated and that dissipated form of energy is appeared in the form of heat, and that is called as production of heat. So, in this case what happened, there are different regions are there to that production of heat is taking place. So, you have to remember this, that let us draw the diagram, circuit diagram. With resistor, one resistor is there. Suppose R is the resistor. I amount of current is passing through this, V potential difference is there, V volt. I current is passing through, R ohm the resistor is there, and conductor AB, terminal A, terminal B, then resistance R is there. At this terminal potential will be what? VA. At this terminal potential will be VB, right. The current is flowing from A to B, A terminal to B terminal, then you must know the potential VA is greater than VB. So, here what happened? VA is greater than VB. So, what is the potential difference? VA minus VB is equals to V, positive. VA minus V is equal to positive potential difference. So, current flows through the conductor from higher potential to lower potential, higher potential to lower potential. So, this is the starting point, this is the A point. So, VA is the what? Potential at A point and VB is the potential at the B point. So, current is flowing from A to B means it is flowing from higher potential A point to lower potential B point. Okay. So, in this case so many things you have to remember, that here whatever amount of resistance is given, okay, whatever amount the resistance is given, it is also depending upon the length of the conductor. It is also depending upon length of the conductor. It is depending upon the area of the cross section of the conductor. Then we are going to calculate the specific resistance. Suppose if you know, the little idea we will get that resistance is depending upon what? Resistance is depending upon the length of the conductor. If this length of the conductor is increasing, then resistance also increases, and resistance is what? Depending upon what? Inversely with the area of the cross section. Area of the cross section decreases, the resistance will increase. Area of cross section increases, then length of the conductor shorten or decreases. So, here we can calculate, this is 1, R is proportional to L by A, or R is equals to rho L by A. What is rho? Rho is the constant of proportionality called as specific resistance or resistivity, that we have already discussed. So, in this case what happened? That depends upon this potential difference or the resistance, resistivity, specific resistance, that depending upon what? The length of the conductor, area of the cross section of that. So, from this what happened? There are some Joule's law. Heating effect of the electric current, heat produced by the electric current is nothing but the expression of the Joule's law. So, let us discuss the Joule's law. Let me remove Joule's law. Joule's law. Joule's law deals with the law of the current. Joule's law deals with the law of the resistance. Joule's law deals with the law of the time period. Okay. Suppose if I amount of current is passing through this, that means what? The current law, this is Joule's law of electric current. It is passing through, that is what? Resistance, resistor, then Joule's law of resistance, and takes some time. Suppose the current is passing from A terminal to B terminal, so it takes some time. So, Joule's law deals with the three law. One is Joule's law of heating effect is dealing with the three law: law of current, law of resistance, and law of time period. Okay. Law of current, law of resistance and law of current. So that means first law is what? Law of current. Law of current. So according to law of current, whatever amount of heat is generated, heat is producing due to the flow of the current, then amount of heat is directly proportional to square of the current passing through is. Okay. So this is equation 1. And law of resistance. Law of resistance, whenever I amount of current or whatever amount of current is passing through the conductor is depending upon resistance directly. So what is that? The heat produced due to this current is proportional to R. So this is your what? Law of resistance, law of resistance. And third one is what? Law of time period. It takes some time, law of time period, that is heat is proportional to T. Heat is proportional to T. So if you will combine these three equation, three law, that is called as the Lewis law of heating effect. So I will combine, that is first equation is S is proportional to I square, second one is S is proportional to R, third one is S is proportional to T. So if we will combine this, then therefore I will get H is proportional to I square RT. What I got? I square RT. This is the formula, Joule's law of heating effect formula, I square RT. So if you see I square RT, so here the constant of proportionality, this is the constant of proportionality. So I will use this equals to J I square RT. So J is the Joule's law of heating effect, Joule's mechanical equivalent of heat. What is J? J is the Joule's mechanical equivalent of heat. J is called as Joule's mechanical equivalent of heat. Equivalent of heat. Okay. So 1 calorie is equal to how much joule? How much joule? 1 calorie. Calorie is the unit of heat. Okay. 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. 4.186 joule. So approximately it is called as 4.2 joule, suppose. So 1 calorie is equal to this much. So 1 joule is equal to how much then? 1 calorie by 4.2. Yes or no? If we use this formula concept here, so what I will get? This is H. Now H is equals to I square RT divided by 4.2 calorie or not? In the place of Joule's mechanical equivalent heat, what I have written here? That is this much of heat is equals to I square RT 4 by 4.2 calorie. So 1 calorie, please remember 1 calorie is 4.186 joule and that is approximately 4.2 joule. So 1 joule equal to 1 calorie by 4.2. So by using this here in this formula, Joule's mechanical equivalent heat, we are going to get this. Then this is called as what? Your Joule's mechanical equivalent heat, and according to this Joule's law of heating, the amount of heat produced in a resistor is directly proportional to square of the current passing through this given resistance R, and directly proportional to resistance and directly proportional to the time period, time taken. So directly proportional to the time period, directly proportional, inversely proportional to the resistance. Okay. Yes or no? So this equation is called as Joule's law of heating effect. Then next point we must discuss, you know about electrical power. Okay, electrical power. Power means what? You know, general concept, power. This is electrical power, suppose. Electrical power. Power is equals to rate of doing work, right? Power is equals to rate of doing work. Doing work. Doing work. Rate of work done. Rate of doing work is called as power. That means power is equals to work done by time. Power is equals to work done by time period T, W by T. So P is equals to power, W is equals to work done, T is the time period. So P is equal to W by T. Then simply I can write that is unit of power. Unit of power is equals to unit of work divided by unit of time. That is unit of work is what? Joule by second. It is equal to what? What is that? Watt. 1 watt is equal to joule per second. 1 watt is equal to joule per second. Now you will discuss about the electrical power. Suppose this amount of work done, you know, whenever I amount of current is passing through the conductor, current is passing through the conductor, heat energy produced. If the current is passing from one terminal to another terminal, potential difference across the terminal takes place. That is, work is also said to be done. That means work, heat and energy are interconvertible. Work, heat and energy are interconvertible. So here what happened? I can write, suppose power is equal to work done by time. So power is equals to work done by time. So work done means what? Heat or not? As work done is equals to I square RT heat. Suppose heat. So heat is equal to how much? I square RT. Hello, I square RT. So here I can write, I square RT divided by T. So power is equal to I square RT by T. So T cancel, what I will get? Power is equals to I square R. Power is equal to I square R. Electrical power is equal to I square R. Power is equal to work done by time. Again second formula I got. Electrical power is equal to current square into resistance. You know Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. Yes or no? If V is equal to IR, so here power is equals to IR into I. Yes, no? That is equal to IR means what? V. So V into I. Then power is equal to product of potential difference and current. P is equals to VI. Another formula, P is equals to VI. Are yes or no? You got it? Again, we can substitute this different value. So power is equals to I got W by T. Power is equals to I got I square R. Power is equal to I got VI, product of potential and current. What I will got then? This is I square R. This is I is equal to V by R. Here I will write P is equals to I square R. Then let us convert it V by R. I means what? V by R whole square into R. Yes or no? Now what happened? This is V square by R square into R. So what I got? V square by R. Power is equal to V square. So as per the given data, we can calculate the power rating. Okay, power rating, power consumption of this one. So unit of power is what? Watt. Okay, unit of power is what? So let us discuss about the unit. One more unit is that kilowatt hour. The bigger unit of the power is kilowatt hour. You must know 1 kilowatt hour. It is commercial unit of energy. It is called as commercial unit of energy, called as board of trade unit also. Board of trade unit, BOT, board of trade unit. Board of trade unit, and it is 1 unit. If whenever it's amount of electrical bill is coming to your monthly bill, electrical bill, monthly bill is coming to your home. That means what? That unit, 100 unit, 200 unit, 300 unit you are consuming electricity. That unit is what? 1 kilowatt hour. BOT, board of trade unit, right? Board of trade unit, commercial unit of energy. So 1 kilowatt hour is equals to 1 kilowatt into 1 hour. 1 kilowatt into 1 hour. 1 kilowatt, how much watt? 1000 watt. 1000 watt into 1 hour. 1 hour means how much? 3600 second. Okay, and this much is 3600. Again 000 1000 per 1000, and this is watt second. Watt second. This is 3.6 into 10 to the power 6. Watt second means joule. watt second means joule. Then what I got? 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 power 6 joule I got. Okay. So I can write here one kilowatt hour into dash joule. I can write 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule, 1 kilowatt hour. So joule is equals to what? 1 joule is equals to watt second in power unit. Watt into second. Watt is equal to joule per second. So 1 joule is equals to watt second. So in this way you can write. One more important thing is that whenever you are discussing about the commercial unit of energy, let me tell one thing, how the monthly bill is coming, how you are going to calculate the monthly bill. So one problem will solve. Okay. For that what happened, you must know that work converted to heat, yes or no, and converted to energy. What are the formula? Work, heat and energy are interconverted to each other. So power is equal to what? Power is equal to watt done by T. That means what? I can write heat by T, that equal to what? Hello, energy by T. Yes or no? If work, heat, energy are interconvertible, so power is equal to watt done by T. Our original formula we know, rate of doing work. So I can write heat by T, I can write energy by T. That means if I use this one, energy this one. So what happened? Energy how much then? P into T or not? Power into T. Please remember this formula. Energy is equals to power into time. Okay. So by using this formula, power into T, we are going to discuss one numerical problem. Let us do it. Suppose in a household, suppose in a house, some electrical appliances are there. Okay. Some fan, ceiling fan, table fan, grinder, okay, heater, SC, all electrical appliances are there. By consuming that, whenever you are consuming, so as per your consumption, electricity bill is coming. So how much monthly bill you are going? One question is that, suppose there is a home, some electrical fan is there, running suppose 8 hours per day, and each fan having suppose 1000 watt. What is the power? 1000 watt. Okay. Suppose one more is there, suppose washing machine is working, suppose 400 watt, it is working 2 hours per day. Suppose table fan is there, electric bulb are there. So I will list something. Okay. So in your home, 5 ceiling fan is there, 5 ceiling fan, each of 1000 watt power, running 8 hours per day. 8 hours per day. Second, tell me the electrical appliances after fan. Suppose one TV, okay, of suppose 1500 watt, running 12 hours per day. You are watching more TV then, huh? Okay. Then one washing machine, suppose 1000 watt, let it be, I am just, this power I am taking approximately, okay, just for your understanding. 1000 watt, how much? Washing machine, 2 hours per day, okay, right. And any more appliances? Electric bulb, you know, bulb, you are not going bulb, okay, bulb, suppose 12 bulb, suppose 60 watt bulb, okay, 60 watt bulb. Or 100 watt, let it be 100 watt, 100 watt bulb, suppose it is 10 hours per day, or more, one AC, okay, one AC, air conditioner, okay, this is suppose 2500 watt, okay, and it is suppose 8 hours per day, and so many things are there. And what happened if you are paying the rate of the cost of the unit, suppose 5 rupees per unit, okay, 5 rupees per unit. So what is the monthly bill you have to pay? So many electrical appliances are there, just for an example. So what do you see? I will find out this is your E1, this is your E2, this is your E3, E4, E5. I will find out the energy for all. If I will add this energy E as E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4 plus E5, then how much? 5 items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will get a total energy. After getting the energy, I will convert into this rupees. Okay, kilowatt hour. Okay, let us calculate then. So this E1 is how much then? E1 is equals to, how to count? The how many fan? 5 fan is there. E is equal to PT, you know, in this formula I will use. E is equals to PT, power into T. So how many? N, 5. Each are 1000 watt, power is 1000 watt into. How many hours? 8 hours. 8 hours. Okay, in the watt is there. So I have to divide by 1000, then it will come what? In kilowatt hour. Yes or no? Yes. Then how much I got here? This is 1000 cancel. 85 is a 40. This much of kilowatt hour. Okay. Now E2 you got. Just tell me E2. How much E2? 1 TV? 1. How much power? 1500 by 1000 into how much? 12 hour. Okay. Now it will cancel. How much you getting? It will tell me. 0 0 cancel. 5 2 ja, 5 3 ja, then 2 6 ja. That is 18 kilowatt hour. Okay. Now E3 you got. How much you see? E3 is equal to 1 washing machine, 1000 watt. Again I will divide 1000 by to calculate in the kilowatt hour into how much hour? 2 hour. That is 2 kilowatt hour. 2 kilowatt hour. E4 I am going to calculate. E4 is what? 12 bulb. 12 electrical bulb. 100 watt divided by 1000 into how much? 10. That is again 1 kilowatt hour. This is cancelled. Okay. Now E5, you see E5, 1 SC, 1 into SC is your 2500 watt. 2500 divided by 1000 into 8 hours. Now I cancel it. How much you get? Please help me. 0 0 cancel. 5 2 ja, 5 5 ja. Okay, 2 4 ja, that is for 20 kilowatt hour. Okay, I finished E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. Now what to calculate? I have to calculate the total amount of energy consumed. Okay, this part, question part I will remove. This very good, interesting question comes in exam. You must remember. Understanding or not? Huh? Pakka. That is now E is equals to how much? E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4 plus E5. Okay. Now tell me what is E1? E1 is 40 kilowatt hour. E2 18. E3 2. E4 as per our calculation 1. E5 this is 20, right? This much of total kilowatt hour, kWhr. Now you add it, how much will come? How much? 40, 60, 80, 81. This is 81 kilowatt hour. Cost of 1 kilowatt hour, how much rupees? 5 rupees? Rupees 5. Indian currency, right? 5 rupees. The cost of 81 kilowatt hour, how much will come? 5 rupees into 81. Yes, no? So 5 1 is 5, 5 8 is 45. 485 rupees. 485 rupees. This is for 1 day. This is for 1 day. Okay, this is for day. Because in our calculation previously that fan, bulb, glowing or whatever may per day. So this is for day. So monthly bill what will come? For 1 month. So monthly bill means 30 into 485. How much will come? 4 3 5 ja 15, 3 8 ja 24, 24 25, 2 carries, 3 4 ja 12, 12 14. How much?
14,550.
Arey wow. This is the monthly bill. Huh? So this much 14,550 rupees you have to pay per month. That is like this monthly bill is coming as per the calculation. But in monthly bill you see there is a slab, you know, for 100 or 150 or 200 you need one slab, and more than 250 once another slab. The slab is there. So like this, the energy calculation problem, numericals also you must know it. Okay, so we have discussed what is heating effect, what is Joule's law of heating effect, what are the laws of Joule's law, different law of current, law of resistance, law of time period, and how to calculate the power, how to calculate the energy, how to calculate the electric monthly bill also. Okay, this is very, very important. Next class we will discuss the rest.